Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carlos Garcia from the Frat Chat Podcast with a very important announcement. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, no! It's a ball trimmer sent from space! Gentlemen, our friends over at Manscaped have been working night and day to bring you a below-the-waist grooming experience like none other with their brand new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. We're talking about a next-generation trimmer with interchangeable blade heads for whatever shave your mind can imagine. Upgrade your grooming game to the Ultrasphere this year by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with promo code FRATCHAT. High tech for low places with Manscaped. Oh, yeah. And we are recording.
I'm ready. I'm so hungover, but I'm ready.
Yeah, today is the perfect day to be surrounded by the good people at Waterboy, keeping me alive.
Oh, the grape is good.
The grape is good.
The grape is fantastic. The grape saved my life today.
Keeping us alive, one hangover at a time. Oh, yeah.
You know what else saved my life today? Air freshener, because that beer went right through me. Holy moly. I haven't had Bud Light cheap beer in a long time, and it's just like nature's laxative. Christ almighty.
Yeah,
the beer shits are real.
I had heard there was a seismic wave coming from Astoria today, but I wasn't sure where it was coming from. But
oh, yeah, that was me.
No source.
Definitely me. Sorry, guys.
Oh, God! Run away! It's like that scene in what's the Tom Cruise movie where the aliens come? War of the Worlds, when the aliens show up, everybody's running.
My anal salutes.
That's right.
I was bowling all day. There was a peak in temperature and wind speeds increased 20 miles per hour.
That's right. Emphasis on the two. And we're going to do this in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge.
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the Frat Chat Podcast.
All young men like 3 things. Food, booze, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasts in time. This is the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Simon Moore. Let's go with the move.
Yo, I'm great, man. I feel high from a great show last night. How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah. I'm exhausted, but I agree. I feel high from a great joint that we smoked right before the show. But
I have my weed pen here.
Epic crowd at the greatest comedy show last night. They were so fun. We even ended up partying with a couple of them after the show, which was pretty cool. I don't think
they were like, who's Clay Aiken? I was like, how old are
you? Oh, no. But it was a great time. I already had great sets. We had an epic lineup. Carmen Lagala headlined, and it was epic. She also even came out with us after the show and had a great time at what's it called? Flaming Saddles. We were partying. Got to see a little dancing, a little drinking. Simo pooped his pants after. It was just like old times.
You know what? At that bar, there's a photo booth, and people post their photos on the wall. And I stole a bunch of them. I don't know why.
Oh, why? What a jerk.
I have a whole stack of weird people's photos in my pocket.
Yeah, now you just look like a serial killer. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like your mementos.
I didn't post them on my wall with, like, newspaper clippings of unsolved mysteries.
I did wonder why you had that huge hair.
Now they're in the trash.
Whose hair is that? I never knew, but here we are. Oh, wow, that's weird. Well, speaking of hair, actually, Actually, I don't know why I even said speaking of hair, because it's not like this person's bald. But we got by some blonde-haired, tattooed bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, report on her stupid tattoo on her head that said Kevin last week, where we spent our precious, valuable news segment to fucking talk about it. And it turns out that the goddamn tattoo was fake. The Lad Bible article that we shared last week, where this lady, Anna Stanskowski, went viral for getting Kevin, the giant K, tattooed on her goddamn forehead. Turns out it was a fake. Because
I'm very
guess
torn
what?
on this because I don't like being lied to. But at the same time, I'm so thankful that
Right.
this stupid bitch doesn't have that tattoo on her forehead.
I mean, that's true. I will say that. But, like, come on. An influencer's got to get attention somehow, I guess. But she got all these mediums, and it's all bullshit. And I do have here her statement as to why she did it. So, patch her through the show right here. Okay. Mm. We'll see. It's her tattoos. So, I mean, I guess she's trying to be nice.
You know, I have a friend who's at influencer status. Like overnight, he posted some like fit tests. Like people will just send videos of the clothes that they're wearing or like getting ready, get ready with me. So they post videos of them getting their outfit together.
I'm
So
cool on the internet.
he over 2 weeks has gotten over 20,000 followers because one of his videos went viral, I guess. And now people are reaching out to him with all these sponsorship deals, and they're like, "We'll give you $1,000 if you make 2 videos and 2 posts with the clothes we're going to send you." And this jewelry company sent him over like $1,500 worth of jewelry to just send some pictures and take a video of wearing the jewelry. I mean, he's getting paid so much right now for being an influencer. So that's what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be an influencer.
Well, maybe I should do fit tests with my clothes. Like, for example, this tank top, which I cut the neck. It was a shirt that I cut the neck off and sleeves myself to make into a tank top. You can get it yourself too for $13.99. Oh, and Simo left. So this is my time now. Oh yeah. See, Simo was jealous of my tank top and he had to run away. Now he's sitting there making that dumb face. Look at him. You guys with social media can't see him, but clearly Simo is frozen and can't figure out what he's doing. And he's making quite a dumb face right now. With the holidays approaching, our sponsor Waterboy is here to help you prepare for those nasty holiday hangovers. Because there's nothing worse than feeling like the Grinch while everyone else in the family is rocking around the Christmas tree. Waterboy is a hydration packet scientifically formulated to cut your hangover time in half. Now, there are other hydration packs in the market, but nothing comes anywhere close to finding those Sunday scaries like one little stick of Waterboy does right here. With 0 sugar and over 3 times the electrolytes of Liquid IV, your hangover will stand no chance. No chance. No chance in hell, people. Now, unlike their competitors, Waterboy has added specific ingredients beyond just hydration to help in nausea, anxiety, and fatigue. Because we all know that hydration alone isn't enough to help after a holiday bender, people. It is not just for you. Waterboy's hangover recovery formula makes a thoughtful stocking stuffer or a fantastic gift for your loved ones. Show them you care about their well-being this holiday season with Waterboy, especially those college kids. And for this holiday season, our listeners will get 15% off of your entire order with our exclusive link at waterboy.com/fratchat. Again, that's waterboy.com/fratchat for 15% off your entire order. Recover properly with Waterboy, people. You'll thank us later. And now he's clicking away nervously. And now he's gone. So this is a one-man show now here at the Frat Chat Podcast. And I like it. I like it a lot. Damn
Can
it.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
I lost you for a second, dude. I don't know what happened. I was just listening.
I was relaying to the listeners that you were clicking nervously and had a bit of a dumb face, so I figured you were having technical difficulties.
Yes, I was having technical difficulties. It's been the first time in a long time. It's probably from all the rotten air surrounding me.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought being a lone host for a minute was gonna give me pure bliss, but the pressure almost got to me. I didn't know what I was gonna do by myself.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to leave you hanging.
That was scary. Whew. Whew. This is a two-man show for a reason.
Stella there on standby.
That's right. That's right. But anyways, this damn lady got us, and I guess she did it for a good reason. She's trying to warn kids that tattoos are permanent after all. But god damn it, bitch. Did you have to go and fucking get us like that? I reported on you thinking it was real. And I'm not gonna lie, you got a big ass forehead, which is a big canvas for tattoos.
She does have a big canvas there.
Mm-hmm. Giant. Mm-hmm. Like, whew, Picasso could fucking make a big old masterpiece on there. So, come on, lady. What are you doing? Now I wanted to tattoo it myself. I would put my name on there. Big ass C. Boom. You fucking mislead me like that. Now you owe me tattooing my name on your forehead.
I want to put the name Diarrhea on her forehead.
Yes.
I'm going to spell it like diarrhea.
Diarrhea. So I don't know how to feel about it. I guess she has a good message. She's an attractive lady. But fuck, bitch. You wasted our good news segment. So I don't like you. I want your forehead smash, your phone shut, and stop posting messages for 2 weeks. That's my sentence.
Well, this Thursday when I'm sitting around the table and talking about what I'm thankful for, she's not going to be on the list.
No, fuck you, lady. Kevin's lady. I don't even want to remember your name. I'm sure it's Anna.
And of all names, Kevin.
Yeah, right. Like, come on. And it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting the accent when she started talking. I couldn't figure out what it was. If
it was a Polish last name.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Polish. What are you, Polex? Looking for attention.
Yeah.
I don't know why that came off so hateful. I have no ill will towards the Polak community in the world.
I'm half Polish.
You guys are great. Oh, maybe that's why it sounds so hateful. They're one of you. See, I did it again. I don't know what the fuck. I gotta chill out. Woo! I gotta chill out. I don't know what the Polacks start hating me. You guys are great. Again.
Just don't body shame because you're gonna get a lot of hate online.
That's true.
Sorry, I called that and fat. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry that we posted it on TikTok. It was funny. And on YouTube, which you can watch right now.
Has anybody commented on it yet?
On TikTok, I have to check, but I'm sure it's not going to do you any favors.
I got some private messages that were like, "Chris, we're disappointed in you."
Oh,
that's the worst. I'd rather people just be mad, but to be like, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm like, oh, let me just bury my head in sand and just.
Chris, you're a bad person.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're a bad person. It's just the actions you make are horrible.
and you're gonna die alone and in hell. Just
Yeah.
saying. Oh, well, tattoo Kevin, lady bitch, we hate you. So, anywho, Mr. Mao, as we record this, it is a special week
A
here
very special week.
in America. As we say it, my people say it when we're trying to come here. But it's Thanksgiving week, Turkey week, a delicious week where you get to feast on one of the greatest meals of the year. If done right, though. Not gonna lie, this is a little sidetrack here, but I've gone some white people's Thanksgiving dinners, and those turkeys. What are you
Dry
doing,
as
people?
hell.
Yeah, what the fuck? Have you ever heard of seasoning? Have you ever heard of condimenting turkeys? Have you ever heard of basting that shit? Making sure it stays juicy? Have you ever heard of salt?
And
Ever
then
heard of salt, people?
sometimes you can inject the turkey with juice.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. There's so many ways to make that shit juicy if you don't know how to fucking keep it juicy. But juice is like, what are you doing, people? Delicious meal. Gone to waste for some of you. But anyways, that's a side tangent. Other than that, Thanksgiving week's pretty good. But the year is what it makes you reminisce of, makes you think of, makes you gear up towards the end of the year by looking back and thinking back of the things you're thankful for, the things that brought you here, the things that maybe made you a better person. Or not. It depends what you're looking
In my
for.
case.
Maybe you want to be a bad person this year. Whatever makes you succeed in life. So we're going to look back at the things we're thankful for. This 2023, not 2013. So having a brain aneurysm there. This will be fun. So let's look back at the things that make us happy, the things that make us feel bliss, the things we're thankful for this year at the Frat Chat Podcast. Oh, yeah. It's going to be epic. It's going to be good. You guys going to like this.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, would you like to go first? Or would you like me to go first?
Yes, I am thankful for psychiatry.
Yeah.
I take a lot of meds. Thank God. Otherwise, I'd be a raging bitch.
I know. More than he already is, you guys. Like, good Lord. Wow.
You know what? I do therapy, and I've done therapy my whole life. And therapy might be enough for some people, but I'm one of those people that requires some pretty heavy medication, and it just is what it is. It's the luck of the draw, and I'm so thankful it's available to me, because without it, I get in some pretty dark places.
Mm-hmm. That's
I love my meds. They're all right here.
And we've seen him take his pills right here on the Frat Chat Podcast. It was like a whole segment, so that's how many he needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It looked like Lucky Charms in that shit. It's like, good Lord, how many different kind of colors you got there? You got the whole rainbow. Look like he was popping Skittles.
Yeah, well, I've tasted the rainbow myself. If you look at my dating history.
Oh, especially on Gangbang Tuesdays, you had all kinds of.
I love gangbang
Anything went
Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
My intestines don't love gangbang Tuesdays, but I certainly did.
That's why he has to sit on a donut.
Well, what's your first one?
Stand-up comedy.
Is it also psychiatry?
Yeah, totally. No, I'm sorry, dude. It isn't. See, it's a follow-up to last year. Because last year, I was thankful for legal weed. But this year, we've got a little further. And now we finally have legal weed dispensaries, baby. And it's the best. It is literally the fucking best. For example, I went to Maryland, and there's goddamn great dispensaries over there. There's one right by my parents' house. So I'm like, hell yeah. Stocked up on some of the best stuff I've had. It felt like I was in a California store again. And it was so good. And now here in Hoboken, in like 2 weeks, they're going to open a dispensary up, a legal one that's already doing medicinal stuff. And I'll be able to walk right across the street, essentially, and go get myself some goodies.
That's so good.
It's so awesome, dude. It's like the future is here. I remember being back in college, smoking doobies with my friends. I don't think we call them doobies. I don't think anyone just called them doobies.
Oh, I call them doobies.
Oh, and there you go.
That's my generation.
Point proven, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd be chatting with them like, man, I can't wait till the day weed's legal. Because you know it's going to be within our lifetime. You're going to be able to like walk into a store, right? Get all kinds of shit. People be like, Carlos, man, you crazy. You're living in the crazy future, crazy times. Man, it's never going to be legal. I'd be like, it's going to be legal, man. It's going to be legal. You better believe it. And then we'd fight back and forth and the whole thing. We'd never talk again. But I believed. And now they're here. They're great. I just love the fact that, like, for example, New York City has a lot of these, like, pop-up stores that are totally not regulated yet. And
right, I was wondering what's going to happen to those, the non-legal weed dispensaries.
Yeah, I think they'll have to sack up because, I mean, competition will drive them out of business. Essentially, the weed at the legal dispensaries is noticeably better than the stuff you get at the illegal stores. And it's the good thing about the government doing it. It's that it's going to be weighted exactly correctly because they want to tax that shit. So when you buy an eighth, you're gonna get an eighth. You don't have to weigh it. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to be cut with anything because Uncle Sam don't need a lawsuit. So no chemicals, not going to be cut with anything. It's going to be good stuff. So
they even have vegan gummies. I was like, they have vegan options here? That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
So the first dispensary in Manhattan opened recently, and Eric Adams, our mayor, was there for this opening. It's a really cool concept because the guys that own this place they were incarcerated for dealing weed years ago in that neighborhood. Wow. And so they were prioritized when given the weed licenses. And so this place is at 108 Orchard, Lower East Side, Manhattan. I believe the zip code is 10002. And I think it's called Con Bud. Nice. And they have Con Body upstairs. They have the same owners own this like boot camp type workout thing that's based off of like prison workouts upstairs. Such cool guys.
Now, why were they prioritized? Because they're caught before? Is it because the mayor, remember, they had the good shit? It's like, I remember your stuff, buddy. Let me get 2 bags.
I think they're prioritized as I'm sorry for being incarcerated for something that's legal now.
That's true. That's definitely true. Oh, man, that's crazy that people are still in jail for weed crimes. Because they're not legal in some states. So that's shitty. We gotta get Kim Kardashian back in the White House, talking to Joe Biden, just like she did to Trump. Get these people released, because that's what I've learned in the world. If you want to get anything done, you just gotta get Kim Kardashian, put her in there.
Her sister spoke, Courtney. She's spoken to either the House or the Senate about passing a bill one time.
Oh, I wonder how that went.
They're all very, very active in the government.
You guys, you have to pass this bill, or else it's like yucky.
Yeah.
Seriously, you guys, you didn't pass my bill. That is like so totally mean.
I'm requesting immediate closure of the local power plant because it stinks in my backyard.
Courtney, sit down. This is my time to talk, and you're being like totally gross. Ew.
They're so weird. Can you
That's
imagine
where you're
being
like the
filthy
third
fucking
prettiest.
rich for having dysfunctional family?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, fuck, man. Where's my money? Here I am, middle class and poor.
Yeah.
Because middle class these days doesn't really give you much. Middle class just sound cooler these days. Now it just sounds lame. Like,
I feel like when I was younger, everyone was like, go to college and get a great job. Well, I don't owe any money for college, thankfully, but I do have a good bit of like credit card debt. I just feel like um, my parents, when they were my age, owned property, owned cars, they did all the right things, but they didn't go to college. And I went to college and I don't have any of that stuff.
Well, to be fair, back then, to buy a house, you just needed like $50 and half a rotisserie chicken, and then you could trade that into the bank, and they'd be like, "Sold, sir. Here is like 93 acres of land. Do with it as you want." Shit got expensive.
I saw a studio apartment that I thought, oh, maybe I could look into that in Park Slope in Brooklyn. And it was $600,000. And it was like 350 square feet.
That is fucking insane. What?
Yeah. Insane.
That's what it's like. Honestly, like I'm gonna stick around these parts forever, or at least until I make a West Coast move. That's definitely in the back of my head.
Nice.
But it's like, what the fuck do you do? Like, it's expensive to rent, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to rent forever because you're paying all this money not to own something. Like the minute you don't have a job, you're on the street and on your ass. But buying something is fucking nearly impossible. So it's like, what the fuck do you do? What is the life cycle? I guess that's why people end up moving out eventually. But it's like, that sucks. I don't want to leave.
Well, speaking of finances, I'm thankful for H&R Block because filing my taxes is so overwhelming, especially when you've married an immigrant and all the rules are like gray area. So thank you, H&R Block, for helping me maximize my tax return.
That's true. I will say, just on the other side of the nickel, brother, that if it wasn't for companies like H&R Block, TurboTax, and all those tax return companies that lobby millions and cajillions of dollars to the government, I'm gonna get in my tirade here. We would know exactly how much taxes we owe at the end of the year, and we would need to fucking figure that out to begin with. Literally, they pay the fucking government all this money and lobby money to let them tell us how much they owe, as opposed to the government just send us a fucking bill. So they know exactly how much we owe. That's why you fill your taxes. They look at how much you owe, they compare the two, and they give you a refund or not. That whole thing wouldn't happen. You would just pay what the fuck you owe at the end of the year. But nope, they keep this system going. And that's where things get dicey. Things are loopy. Things are weird. People can do what they want with their money. Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it over here? You don't know.
That is interesting, though. Like, why, if the government already knows how much I'm supposed to send to them or how much they're supposed to send to me, why not just do it? Cut out the middleman.
Well, because the middleman's paying them a bunch of money.
H&R Block, I'm not thankful for you anymore. I think you're a crook.
Yeah, they're making it. And here's the thing: they're lobbying a lot of money, but they're making it even more. All this, for every person that uses them, like I use H&R Block, and it's like what, like 125.
I paid $250 this year for all my special cases.
Yeah, and then you get to plus up as you need things. And for me, like for me, since I do, you probably the same thing. We're both actors as well, so independent contractors. So you gotta plus up your shit so it covers those expenses and all that stuff, and that costs more money. So they're making nice cake. They're probably giving $10 out of every 200 that they get. So they're still all right. But you know, I do like using them. Very convenient, but technically we don't even need them. So fuck them a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the holidays are upon us. And you know what that means for us here at the Frat Chat Podcast? Heavy drinking. Whether it's to hang with friends and family you haven't seen in a while, or just to put up with your creepy Uncle Jimmy that touches you way too much and doesn't seem to learn anything about personal boundaries, Uncle Jimmy. The boozy drinks are always flowing freely here during the holiday. That means that a holiday hangover is always trying to ruin my good times. And now that I'm in my 30s, a hangover would take days to recover from. That was until I found Waterboy, the best damn hydration stick in the game. Because that's all a hangover is, people, dehydration. So you want to make sure you're putting back into your body what the hard night of partying took out. And most hydration powders are packed full of sugar that cause you to crash even harder. Not to mention you have to drink so many of them to get the electrolyte replenishment that your body really needs to recover. Meanwhile, Waterboy has over 9 times the electrolytes as a Gatorade inside just one of these sticks. Inside each one of these bad boys, there's ginger for that nausea and to make your tummy feel better. There's also L-theanine to help calm your nerves and reduce your anxiety. And maybe the best part about Waterboy is how amazing it tastes. Their most popular flavors include strawberry lemonade, lemon lime, and blue raspberry, though I'm personally partial to grape myself. Oh, it's so good. You're actually going to want to drink these. And Waterboy is also gluten-free, caffeine-free, dairy-free, vegan, and made right here in the US of A. A lot of things get worse as you get older, but your hangovers don't have to. Waterboy isn't a magic cure, but it's pretty damn close to one. Hundreds of thousands of people already trust Waterboy as their hangover cure. It's time to stop dealing with that anxiety alone. For a limited time, our listeners get an exclusive 15% off discount with our link at waterboy.com/fratchat. That's 15% off waterboy.com/fratchat. It's time to ho hydrate this holiday season with Waterboy. But anyways, up next, I am thankful for this brand, and not just because they're our sponsor, you guys, but because they really have changed my life drinking into my 30s. Because to be honest, I thought I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, man, I was getting so hungover the next day that it was really fucking me up. I was like, I don't know if I should.
Me too.
Like, and I wasn't even drinking that much, but when I did, it was just like awful, so painful the next day that I just couldn't get out of bed even. Until Waterboy, 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 Waterboy. This stuff is good, man. This stuff really does work. So I'm super thankful for it. You've been relieving the awful headache I get from hangovers with your little stick. So Waterboy, I love you. And you can save 15% off right now by going to waterboy.com/fratchat. Puts everything in for you. Buy whatever you want.
Totes. You know,
15%.
I don't feel great. I don't feel great today post partying. And I did take Waterboy and it alleviated my symptoms a lot because I was holding back chunks all day. And there's something about Waterboy that didn't just help my my headache, but it also helped my like intense nausea.
Yes.
And that's the ginger in there.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. The ginger. Look at you, Mr. Mo, with your good memory of a product.
I love Waterboy.
Really does help, man. So check it out. Put it to the test. Let us know how your hangovers are feeling. We're telling you, this is not just a plug or an ad. I put this on the list because I fucking love it. It's really changed the game for me. A guy who is now 35 years old, and completely realized that he can't hang like he used to in college. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a tank back in my day. I really was. I could fucking drink.
Yeah, you could.
Now it's like, ooh. So check it out, Waterboy. It would change the game for you. It would change the game.
Well, speaking of being nauseous, uh, have you heard this stuff called poopery?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's that spray that you spray in the toilet before you sink a submarine in
Wait,
there.
I
Huh?
thought it was. I thought it was like you get like, like roses and shit, and you crush them up, and then you let them dry out essentially,
Oh, that's
and then you put that in the
potpourri.
bathroom.
That's not poopery.
What the fuck's the difference?
So potpourri is like dried smell goods. And the people put them in little like net casings and shove them in their sock drawer. But poopery is the spray that you spray in your toilet bowl before you take a dump. And when your shit hits the water, this solution like encases it and keeps it from stinking. So you don't spray it after you poop, you spray the water before you poop. And I have the lavender
So
scent one, and it's lovely. I use it a lot today, but typically we have it because my husband takes these monster fucking dumps, monster dumps, and I can't. I confuse whether it's construction next door or his monster dumps. Yeah,
that's
sounds just like that.
that's his husband right there. I told you to tell him to close the door, man. Like fuck,
Hi, honey.
it comes through every week. So, see, when I see the list here, I thought you were just, spelling things like you spell things. So, it's like poopery. So I was waiting to
Yeah,
make fun of you. I didn't realize
poopery.
it was a specific product that you spray before you shit. Man, I need to buy this for my
It's a
house.
great housewarming gift.
Yeah, literally.
It's spelled POOPOURRI.
Like when they're warm up that bathroom real quick. And for my house, it wouldn't even be useful for me, but for Julie. Good lord.
Girls have like really stinky poops.
That's how she stays so little.
Oh.
She drops them Hiroshima shits. I'm like, ah.
I know what makes me shit more than anything. Do you remember Raisinets? Chocolate covered
Oh yeah,
raisins.
oh yeah.
That's
Those are
really
meant to be
nature's
shit.
laxative.
I really do think that should have been their slogan. Like, even if you don't like our product, everybody likes their shit.
Yeah.
Everybody has to take a big monster shit. Okay, who you are, it feels good. You're like
Do you
relieved
ever
afterward.
do you ever weigh yourself before and after a big shit?
Oh yeah, it's the best, dude.
I'm like, yes. Yes, I
And
did
I
it.
go,
I win.
yeah, I go by the post poo way every time. I don't. I know that you're not supposed to. I don't give a fuck. It makes me feel good about myself. I go for the post poo way every time. Whatever it says after I post pooped, that's what counts.
Yes, yes,
Sometimes
yes.
you eat a lot. You know what I mean? It's belly full of uh, uh, hangover cures, sandwiches, pizza, all the yummy things that come, especially the holidays. This is the time of year where I put on a pound or two. So you got to do the things you got to do to make yourself feel better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cheat the system a little bit. So poo-pourri, you guys. Wow. The future is here. The future is here. Anyways, this next one I'm thankful for is a TV show that really changed my game this year. It really changed my life. I never thought in a million years I would like it.
The
Especially
Great British Cook-Off.
That's right.
My 600-pound life.
No, what is the hoarding show that?
I think it's called Hoarders.
That's it, Hoarders. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't just go with that.
Dr. Phil.
Oh,
Reveal.
Mama, there's feces in here. Don't throw those out, Mary Louise. Those were your grandpappy's feces.
Yeah, I feel like at the hoarders' houses, there's always like buckets of like shit and piss because like they can't use
Always.
their bathrooms and they don't want anyone to
Yeah.
come in and do construction because they're embarrassed about how their house looks.
Mm-hmm. No, they stopped paying bills or something. They're like, we'll keep the light on, but fuck the bathroom. I in college actually to make some money. I helped clear out a house one day that was my buddy's dad was like flipping. His company was gonna flip, and it was taken from this like family of heroin heads. That there was a family picture that was left behind, and they look like straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. they, were, they were terrifying looking people. I was so happy that they were not there because that would have been scary shit. And that house was legitimately like an episode of Hoarders, including giant, giant buckets of shit.
Ugh.
Like 6 foot canisters of shit that we didn't know was shit in there. And when we discovered it, ooh, I've like I have a pretty strong stomach, but I almost fucking just let loose. Like,
If I was so like economically disadvantaged, I I would just go outside. I would piss and shit outside. You know,
me too.
fertilizer for a tree.
And here's the thing: the property itself was pretty big. It had some trees around it. They probably could have done that, or even shit in a bag and throw it outside. But like, ugh, this was bad, dude. I've never seen anything like this in my
Horrible.
life. That really was like doing the buddy system too. Because it felt like the type of house where like you'd be cleaning or something, and then fucking Leatherface would come and grab you from behind, like, "Ah!" And the next thing you know, you're in some basement upside down with some assholes cutting off your leg with a chainsaw. No.
You know, there was this girl when I was in the eating disorder clinic. She in our support group talked about how her parents knew that she was going to barf in the toilet after meals, so she had to be sneaky about it. So she would buy Tupperware and barf in Tupperware and hide it in her room. And then when her parents were gone, she would load all this Tupperware into a big trash bag and then drive to the nearest dumpster.
Oh my
Can you
god.
imagine going to your kid's room, opening the closet, and seeing like a tower of Tupperware filled with puke? Ugh.
And then it like tips over. Ah!
Like,
Oh my
smells like
god.
Cheerios.
Yeah.
Gee.
And she lived a fucking double life. That's like some like Dexter level shit right there. Like she could be like a successful serial killer with this operation. Good lord, that's scary.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know what to say to that. That's
Ew. Just say ew. Ew, you stupid bitch. Why would you do that gross shit?
Yeah, I guess at the point where if to our listeners, Simo himself had a weird eating disorder. If you feel the need to throw up in a bucket or a Tupperware and hide it from your parents until they leave and then dump it out, maybe reach out to someone, man. I'm not the person to. I'm a comedian. I mean, you're just listening to this for shits and gigs. Literally, you're probably listening to us while you're pooping and you're giggling right now. So shits and gigs. We're not professionals, but maybe go to someone. Ask him how to not puke in a Tupperware. Hide it under your bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Imagine you come home with some guy, you're like, about to get freaky, and you want to throw your clothes away. You go reach for your shirt after the fact, and you look under the bed, and there's just this Tupperware is full of puke. It's like ah. That's a mojo killer right there, you guys. So, ew, don't do that.
Ugh, yucky.
Yucky. But anyways, I don't think anyone got to the one I was going to say.
You were
We just
talking about reality TV.
and then we went off on this.
Let me talk about hoarders. But you
Oh
you
yeah,
never revealed the reality TV show.
that is the worst intro ever. It never led to any. Anyways,
Too much weed.
that's right. Oh, too much weed. That's thank you again, legal weed dispensaries.
Yes.
That's on you. But I was talking about Vanderpump Rules, you guys, because I'm not gonna lie, me and Julie got into it this year. I didn't even mean to get into it. It was Julie was playing it on the side, and I started kind of listening, and then eventually my ears started perking up after like episode 3, and then eventually I got to that point where I was like, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. Can you pause that?" And that's when I was hooked, and it became our show. And then we proceeded to watch nothing but Vanderpump Rules. Because we wanted to finish it by the time we went to the Burbank Comedy Festival, and no, we didn't finish the show. We got to the last season at least, but we were pretty caught up when we were in the area because we wanted to go to like Sir and stuff, you know.
I've been
And the
there.
show, oh yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
it's all right, but the show, I have to give it credit. It revived the trash reality TV genre that I love so much during like the peak days of the Jersey Shore. You know, like the Jersey Shore now, still very fun, very cool show. I love it, but it's different than it used to be. You know what I mean? Now it's like a little more fun, and I don't know. I guess it was super fun then, but it was like them fighting everyone and trashier. Now it's a little different. Vanderpump Rules, on the other hand, it's like, how do I describe it? It's almost like so fucking annoying. The people in it, like you'll hate some people in it so much, yet it's so goddamn good that you just can't help but to keep watching. And the editing on the show is phenomenal. So it makes things funny and it leaves things in cliffhangers. It really makes you care about these people's lives who you probably would look at individually and be like, fuck, I hate you. Because they're all very, they all have their problems. Everybody's human. So
Oh, totally.
it's a great show. I binge watched this year.
Stase.
Yes,
Sheena.
Stase.
You know
It's been
what?
like that.
Do you know who Leanne Rhymes is?
Yeah, of course.
So she's a home-wrecking hussy, and she stole a husband from Brandy Glanville. But before Leanne Rhymes was the mistress, it was Sheena. So Sheena is like also a home wrecking hussy, and her connection to the Bravo reality world is the fact that she was the other woman. That was the opening storyline.
Yeah, for one of the housewives' husbands, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Beverly Hills.
Brandy Glanville.
That's right. That's right. And that's how you start meeting Sheena. And then eventually she kind of gets past it, but it's crazy that people still bring it up to her. It's been, like 10 years. You never outlive that. And I will say, she was like, I had no idea, but it's like, bitch, come on, the internet was a lie. That was around then. You could have Googled the guy. Definitely would have said married with kids. Like, there's no way that. and she was dating like a rich guy too, someone who would have had some kind of public profile out there. Like, come on,
It's an actor.
Yep, exactly. So,
but a B-list actor. Sorry, Sheena. Let's just call it spade a spade. D-list. Anywho, next on my list, speaking of entertainment, I'm obsessed with TikTok, and I'm so happy I downloaded it. And my favorite thing to do when traveling is just to sit at my gate and watch TikTok for an hour. If I'm able to get reception on the plane, I should be doing work for my work because I'm normally traveling for work, but I'd rather just watch TikTok videos. I love the Karen videos. I love the videos where Bethany Frankel tells me what cheaper products give good results from like CVS or Walgreens. Like she's a big fan of Neutrogena, and anyway, I love the TikTok shop. All those cool products. I haven't bought anything yet, but I like watching the testimonies. I love all the funny prank videos. I love animal videos. Everything that's on TikTok is just gold.
I never realized how much my boys down below needed some TLC until I found Manscaped. With all their awesome products, they make my boys feel like kings. And I owe it all to you, Manscaped. Mwah. Because AI is cool and all, but I think that this might be the biggest technological advancement the world has ever seen. I mean, think about it. Every man knows how scary it is when you're gonna go in for a close shave below the belt. It's terrifying. That's why I trust only Manscaped for all my sensitive areas. Inside this package, you'll find the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, baby. Their 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next generation skin safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Typically your balls. We also have dual LED spotlights to provide contrast to multiple skin tones, 3 length setting combs, and oh, did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Because it is. It's totally waterproof. Yeah, I just said it, so remember that. And no more wet shaving down there. Count me in, because we're talking 3 length setting combs for all your desired lengths. And oh, did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Just in case I didn't say it before, I said it. It's waterproof. Remember that. Write that down. Tell your friends. And taking it on the go? Well, Manscaped has you covered because this puppy comes with a travel case and even a travel lock feature to avoid any accidental powering and or weird looks at the airport. Because it's totally a ball trimmer. That's all it is in there. I swear to God, officer. And this right here is on the cutting edge of cutting pubes. So upgrade your ball trimmer right now and your life will follow. And get 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code FRATCHAT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code FRATCHAT at manscaped.com. I can promise you, you've never seen a ball trimmer look like a spaceship. So get yours today from our folks at Manscaped. Yeah, my feed features a lot of cute animal videos. That's how they suckered me in. It was a little annoying at first because for some reason, when I first started, my feed was just like twerking 16-year-old girls. And they almost lost me with that. It's like, oh, man, come on. They're at least old enough to be looked at. It'll be one thing, but you just feel weird when you open your phone and some fucking underage girl in a thong pops up. And it's like, ugh, what are you doing? I can't open this app on the subway. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like a fucking pedophile. And then with enough swiping, though, that little algorithm learned that I'm not some weirdo named Bryce. I am back to normal guy. Dunk, 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 dunk. But in fact, yeah, I get a lot of cute like animal rescues. Like little deer gets stuck away from mama. God rehabilitates him and then sends him back to wild later. And then 10 years later, the deer come back.
I feel like I just watched that.
And then they fuck.
And then I saw one where these 2 elks went head to head and got their antlers tangled up. So this guy was sawing their antlers off. So
yeah. That's risky.
Like, wow, too. What a nice humanitarian. I wouldn't do that.
That's ballsy, dude. That's ballsy. And there's a lot of cool, like, crime TikTok accounts too. Like I love like murder shows and shit like that. And there's a lot of cool ones that have like cases in like 10 minutes or less because TikTok goes up to 10 minutes.
And they interrogate them in that little room with no windows.
Yeah. There's police shows. There's like haunted stuff. TikTok really does have everything. And we're not sponsored by them or the good people of the Chinese government. But I have to say, right now, it's kind of my favorite social medium. It's like Facebook's all right, but it's kind of like boring.
I think we're getting kicked off Facebook.
Really? Why?
There's a message that we have that said that one of our videos violated some terms or something.
No, whatever.
But I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah, sometimes you get these weird hackers that like want you to click a link. I never click anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Fuck that. They haven't taken us down. I mean, if you look at the cesspool that is the internet, all the trash, all the filth, all the shit out there, us talking about poop jokes, they're really not the worst thing out there. So I don't think Facebook's gonna worry too much about us. The real Facebook. I think the Zuck has bigger things to worry about. That's what I call Zuckerberg, the Suck, because we're friends like that.
Fuck Zuck. I'm an Elon fan.
No, you
Psych.
can't be.
Psych. I'm not thankful for Elon. I think he's got a weird shaped head.
He's got a weird shape. Everything.
Yeah. And his kids have weird names.
They C3PO. Some shit
So
like that.
fucking weird. Anyway, what's next on your list?
Okay. Well, number 2 on my list had to be saved for a very, very special thing. In fact,
Oprah?
even better. It's bigger.
Better than
Bigger than
Oprah?
Oprah. Much bigger than Oprah. In fact, some might say that Oprah could not fill a bag like this lady could. No way. Not in a million years. Especially after ordering the number 2 combo at McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's a 2 double cheeseburger for $2.99. It was a great combo.
With fries.
And of course, that's right, extra fries. Went supersized that day because it's a long road trip. She was feeling bold. And then, all of a sudden, things took a dark turn when she felt a rumbling in her tummy.
The Bee Gees. The bubble guts.
Her stomach was like, pull over.
Pull over.
I hate you. I hate you.
And all of a sudden, she looked over to the driver's seat and said, Monk, I gotta go. to which the young man driving the car looked over and said, well, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. We can't pull over now. We're stuck in traffic. The time went by. She tried to hold it. But all of a sudden, her stomach said, oh, it's time, bitch. Her stomach rumbled. The ground grumbled. The earth rumbled. It was time to go. She said, Chris, empty that bag. The young Simo dumped the contents. And then he saw his mama do something he never thought she would do. That's
wipe with her hand.
Not again. So, of course, I'm talking about Simo's mama, Mama Mo, for my number 2 spot here at the Frat Chat Podcast. Things we're thankful for. Because I'm not going to lie, that story of distressed Mama Mo having to shit in a McDonald's bag has brought us laughter for the past year and then some.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a story that is so good. It's so funny that I'm thankful for that moment in your life. Even though it was quite the stinker for you, Mama Mo. Your sacrifice really has helped humanity. You're kind of like the Jesus of poop stories. If you think about it. Your sacrifice really helped mankind. Because, I mean, who doesn't love that story? So, love you, Mama Mo. That's your mama, Simo. You should be proud.
There's Oprah, then Jesus, and then my mommy on top.
Pooping on them both.
You know, I love my mom. My mom and I, we talk multiple times a day. I love that I have a great relationship with her. I know you're close with your mom too, right?
That's right. Mama's cool.
Moms are the
She's a nice lady.
best.
And,
Oh my God, my mom just texted me. Look, it says mom cell now.
she's like, don't talk about my poops bag anymore.
Let's see what she
Well,
says.
she might be horrified that 69 people, the people in 69 countries know that story, but they love it. So I gotta say, it's a popular one.
That's why we're on the air still.
That's right.
That was the gift that keeps giving. Well,
she's keeping us afloat with her floaters.
speaking of gifts that keep on giving, I am so thankful for Pornhub. So thankful. I'm beating that shit like it's late on rent every day because I don't get enough sex at home. You know, the honeymoon phase, if we ever had one, is definitely over. And something happens that when you get married, you just have a lot less sex. And I need it. So I can just fantasize about being in the scenario of the delivery man or the pool boy and the owner or the uncle that doesn't keep his hands to himself. All these cool scenarios, man. They have the best stuff on Pornhub. The best.
Or the blind guy that drops the stick of butter and he has to find it around in the dark room. That guy. That's a cool one.
Or the guy that's like cleaning and somehow gets stuck between couch cushions and he's like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And then his like straight-ish friend is like, oh, there's an ass to fuck.
I'll get you out of here, James, but quick, I'll have to put it in here for leverage. That's it, leverage. Because I'm not gay. This does feel pretty good if I say so myself.
You know, there are people out there that fuck couches.
Wow. The sad thing is I did know that.
Pieces of furniture. Yeah, it's so
I will say, it's definitely very weird, but it is a good way to get a cheap couch off the Facebook exchange.
It is, but I think to myself, just subscribe to Pornhub.
You just know not to sit on that side of the couch.
Yeah.
Unless you invite someone you hate over. So, yeah, you can sit right here, buddy. Go ahead.
Are you aware that this cushion is crunchy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
just making sure.
It's just the suede is very old. It's not for a particular reason. But I was watching a video about that guy who's getting carried by a carriage of mini horses, and then all of a sudden the mini horses come to a stop, and the guy's like, "Step brother, is that you?" And then they start like, they bang profusely. So maybe that's why it's a little sticky. It's a little crunchy.
I like when the wife leaves to go to the store and it's just enough time for the guy and his neighbor to get it on.
Oh yeah,
they're racing past the clock.
They're racing past the clock in a 15-minute grocery store trip, but somehow they fuck for 48 minutes, and she gets home and they're done.
Or
they go to like every room in the house.
There's one where there's a tutor and they're having sex behind the refrigerator door and the girlfriend doesn't notice.
Yeah, which at that point, I'm sorry, I feel like you just don't want to notice. You know what I mean? I feel like you're turning a blind eye to the relationship there. Because there's clearly a person behind that freezer or that fridge door sucking your boyfriend's dick. This is happening. And on the boyfriend's side, I mean, he's clearly trying to do some self-sabotaging over here. Because everybody knows right there that is totally breaking the professionalism and the ethics code of tutors and teachers everywhere. Like, come on. He's clearly trying to sabotage himself here in his life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
agreed.
all I'm saying. So I learned a lot today with Pornhub.
I love
And I'm
Pornhub. Pornhub with a couple bananas, Vaseline, and a box of tissues, and my Saturday night is booked.
That's right. Throwing a little duct tape, some cotton candy, and a couple of peanuts. Carries on a Sunday.
I'm allergic to peanuts, so I use cashews, but potato,
right.
potato,
And that giant picture of a 1980s David Hasselhoff and Knight Rider. That you push the button and Knight Rider
a little
talks.
bit of
It's actually
this.
voice. That's right. Let me tell you something, brother. When the Hulkster strokes his mustache, Simo strokes his. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you. There might be
My
might be
ego.
That's right.
Well, you have one left. Is this the best one on the list?
I think this is the number one thing I'm thankful for on the list. And in fact, let me go back and give it some emotional tunes here, because I think every year we say some things about perhaps the people that are around us the most. And that's family, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm thankful for the thing I'm thankful for the most in 2023 is my family. Because no matter how bad my life gets, how crazy I become, there is always someone in my family who's much fucking crazier, and it's way more of a shit show. So the holidays give an opportunity to feel normal, and I'm thankful for that. So, thank you, fam. I love you guys. This is great.
In the queer community, most families are chosen families.
That's right. You have to choose your family. So you have to hang out with your non-chosen family, like with a weird Uncle Gary who keeps accidentally dropping the fork and looking and spending lots of time under the table staring at you, at your feet.
His napkin's on his lap and it keeps moving.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like pulsing.
For some reason, he keeps bumping into my leg when he goes under there. It's very weird. So you get to choose your family. It's kind of nice, I have to say.
Grandpa keeps asking me to pull his finger. But I'm afraid that arthritis is contagious.
That's right. That's right. And here's the thing: he has Alzheimer's, so he just forgets that he already did the joke.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad at the same time, even though he is able to still work up a fart every time, which he doesn't know, but it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, kudos to that.
Pop, if you're out there somewhere, I want to thank you for being my own personal gas blast for 2000.
That's right. One day, Simo pulled his finger 63 times in a row, and he just blasted them out.
Yeah. But I think that everyone out there, whether it's your immediate family, your extended family, your chosen family, family just in general, is indeed the number one thing that we at the Frat Chat podcast are thankful for.
That's right. I couldn't have said it better myself, because I still want to make fun of my family, but I wanted to say something nice. So we can leave it at that. You guys. So that was our list, you guys. The things we're thankful for 2023. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what the things that you're thankful for yourself, your friends, your family, those special toys that you just got delivered over the mail that you swear to God is a toothbrush. Let us know on all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter /
Pornhub.
Yeah, coming soon to Pornhub. That's on YouTube at Frat Chat Podcast. Make sure you give us a follow as well at Carlos Does the World for me on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. Carlos Does World on X/Twitter. Oh, and Carlos Does the World on Threads too. I'm on the Threads, yo.
Do you like Threads?
It's alright. It's like Twitter before the racism. So I just kind of took what Twitter used to be for me and did it, but it's not as it hasn't gotten as fun as Twitter used to be. That was that peak of time where Twitter was fucking awesome and fun and just not the right wing cesspool that it is today, filled with your daily dose of racism and hate and weirdness. It's gotten too weird. But, anyways, it's all right. And you can follow my buddy Simo over here at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and see more comedy on Twitter/X.
You can also follow me into a dark room at the local bathhouse.
That's right. Or personal fantasy of his is the airport. You know, you set your security, you take him to that room, and you put a glove on. Just go right in there. With 2 fingers, not 3. He's a lady.
But we can work up to 3.
That's right. We got to start somewhere. Right? That's right.
Anyhow.
Right. So that note, Mr. Mo, it's time to go. So why don't you get us out of here?
I like to motion to adjourn this meeting.
And I second. Oh, yeah. All right, Mr. Mo, we're out of here. And you guys, thank you so much for listening to the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time, the Frat Chat Podcast. We'll be back next week. See ya. Peace.